Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskritya
Narayanam Namaskritya
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayamudhirai
Tato Jayamudhirai
Ashta Prayashu Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayashu Bhadreshu
Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki.
Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki.
Abhivandya Pitupada
Abhivandya Pitupada
Shedabhischabhimantritah
Ashirbhishcha Vimantritah
Nanama Matarao Shishna
Nanama Mataro Krishna
Tasajjana Granihi
Satkrit
Sajjana
Abhivandya
Granihi
Pitupada
Abhivandya Pitupada
Shedabhischabhimantritah
Ashirbhishcha
Ashrivishya
Vimantritah
Vimantritah
Nanama Matarao Shishna
Nanama
Krita Sajjana Granihi
Satkrita Sajjanagrini
Abhivandya Pitupada
Abhivandya Pitupada
Pitupada
Ashirbhischabhimantritah
Ashirbhishcha Vimantritah
Nama Matarao Shishna
Nanama Mataro Shishna
Krita Sajjana Granihi
Satkrita Sajjanagrini
Abhivandya Pitupada
Abhivandya
Abhivandya
Pitupada
Pitupada
Ashirabhischabhimantritah
Ashirbhishcha Vimantritah
Nanama Matarao Shishna
Nanama Mataro Shishna
Krita Sajjana Granihi
Satkritagranihi
Abhivandya Pitupada
Abhivandya Pitupada
Ashirabhischabhimantritah
Ashirbhishcha Vimantritah
Nama Matarao Shishna
Nanama Mataro Shishna
Krishna
Sajjana Granihi
Satkrita
Sajjana
Sajjanagrini
Granihi
Abhivandya Pitupada
Abhivandya
Abhivandya
Pitupada
Pitupada
Shravimantritah
Ashirbhishcha
Krishna
Vimantritah
Matarao Shishna
Nanama Mataro
Namama
Shishna
Sajjana Granihi.
Satkrita Sajjanagrini.
Grani.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Let us continue. Abhivandya, worshipping Pituhu of his father, Padau, the feet, Ashirbihi, with benediction, Cha and Abhimantritaha was addressed, Nanama he bore, Patarau to his two mothers, Sishna with his head, Satkrita was honored, Sajjana of the nobles, Agrinihi, the foremost. The Dhrumara, the foremost of all nobles, first of all offered his obeisance to the feet of his father and was honored by his father with various questions. He then bowed his head at the feet of his two mothers. Then Dhruva Maharaj, the foremost of all nobles, first of all offered his obeisance to the feet of his father and was honored by his father with various questions. He then bowed his head at the feet of his two mothers. Yes, Supriti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. It may be questioned why Dhruva Maharaj offered his respect not only to his mother but also to his stepmother, due to whose insults he had to leave home. The answer is that after achieving perfection by self-realization and seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face, Dhruva Maharaj was completely freed from all contamination of material desire. Feelings of insult or honor in this material world are never perceived by a devotee. Lord Chaitanya therefore says that one has to be humbler than the grass, and he recommends more tolerant than the tree to execute devotional service. Dhruva Maharaj, therefore, as in this verse, being described as Sajjanagranihi, the foremost of noblemen. The pure devotee is the noblest of all, and he has no feelings of animosity towards anyone. Duality due to animosity is a creation of this material world. There is no such thing in the spiritual world which is the absolute reality. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So today we can talk about duality. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namani. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashad Deshatarine Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Abhivandya Petu Padha Ashirvishchabhimantritaha Nanama Matarau Sishna Sakrita Sajjana Andrinihi. Then Dhruva Maharaj, the foremost of all the nobles, first of all offered his obeisance to the feet of his father and was honored by his father with various questions. He then bowed his head at the feet of his two mothers. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So today let us talk about duality. The duality is the word which in Sanskrit we hear in Bhagavad Gita as dvanda, dvand. In this word, Something we see as beautiful, something is not beautiful. In the spiritual world, everything is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So there is no duality there. In this world, sometimes we are honored, sometimes we are dishonored. Dvanda. In the spiritual world, nobody dishonors anybody. That doesn't exist. There is not a slightest disharmony in the spiritual world. So there is no dvanda in that way also. In this world, something is pleasing, something is not pleasing. In the spiritual world, everything is pleasing. Sometimes we eat. In this world, sometimes we eat something which is very tasty and palatable, but something we eat which is not palatable. Spiritual world, everything is palatable and very tasty. Even though you don't have hunger, you eat for pleasure, but there's nothing which is, sad, which is bad, nothing like that. Everything is very pleasing. What you can think of. In this world, you hear some song, sometimes the song is good, sometimes the song is not good. In the spiritual world, all songs are ecstatic, glorification of the Lord. Sometimes the smell, we go to some area, the bad smell. In the spiritual world, nothing like bad smell, everything is ecstatic. Now, which angle you go? Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, everything is beautiful. All the forms are beautiful. So there is no negative. So where there is duality? Sometimes somebody was telling happiness. They're telling that in this world, unless you see unhappiness, how do you know what is happiness? So therefore, unhappiness also has a role. Most of the Mayavadi philosophers speak with rubbish. Because they have no experience of the happiness of the spiritual world. It is just like, suppose I put your head inside water for some time, so you are, and if I take your head out, how it is? Very nice. So there's a duality. It was not good, now it is good. But spiritual world is nothing like that. There is only happiness. Kevala ananda kanda. Only happiness and happiness. And the happiness also ananda ambudhi vardhanam. Happiness which increases, not the happiness of this world, which is boring, satiated. So, and in this world, somebody is living and somebody dies. In spiritual world, nothing dies. Everything is eternally living. In this world, I may be in ignorance and sometimes I am in knowledge. Spiritual world, everybody is in full knowledge. So there is Satchidananda. Eternally, as a fact, truth, eternally full of knowledge, eternally full of happiness. And that is spiritual world. And what is material world? Nothing like that. Okay, we can all appreciate. Prabhupada used to say very simply, spiritual world, everything good. And material world, everything bad. That is easy. We can easily appreciate and understand. So we are in this world of duality because of our own foolishness. Why doesn't Krishna make material world eternal? Just like for Dhruva Maharaj, he gave a planet, he can also give a planet to all of us eternal. Why doesn't he make for us everything good? Why there are negative, bad things in this world? Krishna makes something which is, increases your health and some poison which kills you also. Why this world is full of duality? Correct? Why? Krishna can make it, no? Why Krishna created the material world as temporary? You got to make it permanent, like he gave to Dhruva Loka, and to Dhruva he gave Dhruva Loka, he could have given all of us Dhruva Loka. Why did he give us something which is temporary? Why did he give us some smells which are very bad, Why did he give us something with eyes which are not pleasing? Why did he give us something to hear which is very painful to hear? Why did Krishna do all those things? Actually, one sense, these things are done by Krishna because Krishna doesn't want us to live here permanently. Krishna knows, just like you go to hospital, the hospital knows this is a temporary arrangement. It's not permanently, you're not supposed to sit in the hospital. Hospital doesn't, you don't go to hospital to stay forever there, is it that? Is it the in charge of the hospital thing, this guy has come now, he will stay forever here? No, they know it's for some time, he will get well. And they are happy as fast he gets well. There was once, Srila Prabhupada was asked this question that, what if everybody in the world follows what you're telling, how this world will run? If everybody follows you, then everybody goes back to Godhead, then how this world will run? So Prabhupada said, the sooner this world is closed, the better it is. What is that excitement? Why how the jail will run and everybody becomes a gentleman? Better close, the sooner the jail is closed, the better it is. That means it's a good government, good training, good values being trained by parents. So there is no need of children to or the people to go to jail. They have been well trained. We appreciate this point. So what is so excitement that what if everybody starts chanting Hare Krishna? Better it is, better. It is, as the Krishna conscious movement explodes, the Yamaraj will have no work to do, Nobody is coming nowadays. They all are going to the spiritual world. Good! You will say that, now no work. You people have done wrong. He's happy. He's a great devotee. He's very happy. He doesn't have to punish him. You'll be happy. If you have to put cane somebody, you'll be happy now. Nobody's coming to be caned. No. Do Durga Devi will be happy that, everybody is going. She's very happy. No, people I want to stay. No. She's very happy. The hospital knows that you have come here for a temporary purpose. And if suppose the hospital gets a lot of queries, they are not very happy. Materialistic hospital, yes, they're making a lot of money. But otherwise they're feeling, yes, it is good to close. The people are living a healthy life. There is, something called a medication, it is done. Preventive medication. The people are drinking good water, they're having good food, they're living a healthy lifestyle. Most of the diseases will disappear. The people are happy, healthy. So it's good. So but why does Krishna create the temporary world? It is for us and because our foolishness, like an hospital, has to be taken care of, and then we go to the world of no duality. So it is a temporary arrangement. When Krishna is sending to the middle world, He is not sending you forever. He is sending you for correction. Just like Durga Devi, when she saw Chitriketu misbehaving and speaking, my dear son, go to Naraka sometime. She cursed him, but what? See, she doesn't have negative feeling for him. She said, why does it say that, my dear son? Parvati, why does it say, my dear son? Because she wants to connect. So when the Lord takes us even to the hell, it is not to keep permanently there, it is to give us some experience for reformation. So the middle world is created as a temporary place for reforming us. It is not a permanent settlement. Just like Prabhupada gives a good example, it has a Kumbh Mela. The Kumbh Mela, if you have gone, I had a privilege to go more than 20 years ago. It's a temporary arrangement. There is police station, there is district magistrate, there is police, there is road arrangement, water arrangement. It's all city set up. It's a city. Around at that time when I went, 7 crore people visited the Kumbh Mela. How many? 7 crore. It's a huge operation for the government. Massive. So the whole city is set up. So similarly, sometimes you have festivals, you have marriages, what happened? Pandal is set up and all the arrangements are there. But in the evening when the event is over, they start packing up. It's a temporary arrangement. So similarly, the metal world also, Krishna creates, then He destroys. Then He again creates, then He destroys. It's not a permanent arrangement. But by keeping it temporary, it also has a very important time point, just like when you go to a school to be educated. So there are exam time fixed. Why all this done? So that is kind of an exam which is created. Now if there is no exam in a school and college, then some people, colleges do it with exam, but they have another system, assessment. Assessment is always there. So the point is there has to be the system of examination. Why? Because then only the people will prepare. Sometimes we see in this world of duality there is death. As I said, we should welcome this. The Krishna's design in the metal world should be welcomed. Sometimes you are honored, sometimes you are dishonored. When you are honored, we are very happy that day. We are very happy. When you are dishonored, we are sad. No, both should be taken with the equal eye. Both are good for us. But we can only see one side. I have been honored. I mean, that thing, you think that day you are in the spiritual world. When you are dishonored, you think you are in the hell. How can it be happen? Because point you are never in the spiritual world, even when you are honored. You thought, because spiritual world only people appreciate each other's service. Oh, so wonderful you are. Is everything so wonderful? Your love for Krishna is so ecstatic. What you offered to Krishna yesterday is so ecstatic. Everybody is talking about it. You are super, you are wonderful. Because you are thinking, this is like a spiritual world. You don't understand. So sometimes Krishna has to make us understand that we are not in the spiritual world, in the material world, but dishonor comes. And you dishonor, so what happened to you? Because you are in the material world. And then, are we a resident of the spiritual material world? Shows that. Because when a devotee comes to Krishna conscious platform, he is not affected by honor and dishonor. He is not affected. That's the proof. Just like we have that example in the Bhagavatam of Samika Rishi. We all studied that example. So he was insulted by Parikshit Maharaj unnecessarily, He was just in deep meditation. He was not feigning, he was not cheating, he was not just showing off as a meditation like we do. He was actually in meditation. Samadhi on the Lord. And Parikshit Maharaj didn't notice it. And somehow by the will of the Lord, he insulted, Parikshit Maharaj insulted, he felt insulted by neglected, and he put a dead snake on the neck of Samika. And the child of Samika, Shringi, when he came to know that, he cursed the king to death. Parikshit Maharaj, such a great king, he cursed him to death within 7 days by a powerful snake. And here it is, he was amongst his friends, he was taking bath. And so let us meditate on the people who did not get insulted, even though they were actually insulted, because they are free from duality. Okay? Here we have the example of Suniti. He took Surichi along with her. He saw glorious, not affected. He saw the example of Dhruva Maharaj. His mother is the cause of all the pain and tears. For 6 months he has had so much pain in his heart. Okay? But coming to spiritual platform, he paid obeisance to her. That was not there in his heart at all. That's proof he is on a spiritual platform now. And we see now, I'll take few examples, you take more examples. Let us meditate on dualities of this world. So then what happened when Suniti, we are talking about Parikshit Maharaj. So Parikshit Maharaj, then when he was, Parikshit Maharaj was, unnecessarily insulted, this we discussed. So when he was coming back to his kingdom, he was thinking, I done a mistake, looks like the Samika Rishi, what did I do? Such a great Rishi. He must be doing his meditation as he's known for. And I've done a mistake today, great mistake today. And he thinks in that way. And he, prays to the Lord, my Lord, please punish me sufficiently so that I do not do such a mistake again. Says that. And then Samika Rishi is in his meditation. The child was bathing with his friends when he cursed the king. He came to know, hey, you know what? When I just saw your king entered a hermitage and put a death snake on your father. Really? what do you think of himself? And I cursed him to death. He did that. And to show among his friends his power, like we show our peers. And he came back home and he saw father, around a dead snake. And he started crying, oh, ah, loudly. So Samika Rishi now came out external. So, my dear child, why are you crying? See, snake around you. He just kept it aside. Father, what I did? What happened? What is all this? He said, oh, one king, Parikshit Maharaj, did all this and I cursed. What did he do? Such a great king, such a great personality. You cursed him to death. My dear child, it's very sad what you have done. Then he started praying to the Supreme Lord. And before that, he called one, some person. I said, please go and inform the king. Only 7 days. Can you just imagine what spiritual platform he's sitting? That the life, death. बता दो भाई, आपका खाना है, थोड़ा देर में खाना आ रहा है, like that, not a big deal. Just inform him. It's very soon, death is coming. It's unimaginable level of advanced consciousness. Unimaginable level of advanced consciousness. Would you tell somebody? Just बता दो भाई, 4 दिन और बचे. So peaceful, It's just inform him. So Prabhupada says, actually by the way Parikshit Maharaj prepared for death, and the way the Samika Rishi was, informed him, both were spiritually very advanced. Very advanced. Neither Parikshit Maharaj cried, 7 days only remaining, nothing. He was very peaceful. He said, now let me utilize the time, rather, and at least I know I have 7 days. Many times Prabhupada says, the way we are living as if we have 7 billion years. Do not waste. Do not waste a night, do not waste a day. That every moment is being counted. We saw recently Gopal Krishna Maharaj, 57 years he served Prabhupada mission. Huge time. And because of that, so much preaching has developed within India. So unlimited contribution to Prabhupada movement. But he also had to leave the body. You think that we will going to live forever. No, we also have to leave the body. So till we are alive, let us do something. The Prabhupada will be so pleased. But so coming back here, the Samika Rishi is so peaceful. And Parikshit Maharaj also so peaceful. And then after that, Samika Rishi started praying to the Lord. Lord, what my son has done. Kindly, in the childish foolishness he has done this thing. He is pardoned. He is praying to the Lord, seeing the stupid activity of his child. So we see that example of Samika Rishi, which was not affected by duality. We see example of Dhruva Maharaj here, when he is paying obeisance to Suniti, he also pays obeisance to Surichi. In his heart, that thing had vanished because he had actually come on a spiritual platform. So when he come on a spiritual platform, honor, dishonor doesn't disturb. So let us look at the instances where devotees showed they're free from duality. You can put on the chat to help me. I can give you one more instance. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed Varanasi, and then the Prakashan of the Saraswati and the team said bad words about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He said he's a bhavuka, he's just an emotional person. And among emotional people is doing Harinam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just smiled, he did not get hurt. Amazing. We are dishonored. Lakhs of people are dancing with you, giving attention to you. Somebody says you are just a bhavuka. Huh? You said like that? He will behave like that. He just smiles. That means he's on a transcendental platform. Yeah, so we can say, see, sometimes, it happens when we are, okay, now the same example. Okay, all the heroes, but we look in this perspective. We can look at this perspective. Look at the example of Bali Maharaj. All the examples of Bhagavad will come forward now. Bali Maharaj was insulted by Bhavan Deva that you are a thief. You are a thief. You said 3 steps, you given only 2 steps, you have to be punished. And he arrested him. He lost his kingdom, he lost his empire, he lost his wealth, and he lost also his honor. He's being imagine, king is always worshipped. King is moving in, there is chamara going on, there is band playing, people are paying attention. Now suddenly it is that king is being dishonored in public. He is being tied by the ropes of Varuna and he is being insulted. ISKCON Radha Govinda ki. He is being insulted and he is very peaceful. Very peaceful. That's amazing, isn't it? Okay, so you all practically gave all the examples which you daily discuss. Let us see. Something new which we don't discuss daily. Okay, Rishabhadeva. Rishabhadeva, very, very interesting. This we didn't discuss. Take the example which you don't discuss. Rishabhadeva, after he was a king, and the beautiful instruction, 5th canto, 5th chapter, 5th shloka, Nayam de bhajam niloke, kashtana kamanarte vidbhujamye, tapodivyam putrakaye na sattvam, shuddhe dasmad brahma saukyam tu anantam. The devotee focuses his mind on self-purification. His mind is so focused upon that in this material world, honor, dishonor, all the things is. Because we are not doing the real work, these things disturb us. So Rishabhadeva, very interesting, the example that after he renounced the kingdom and he became tapasvi, he was begging, as a tapasvi will live by begging, he was begging and living, he was begging even in the kingdom of his enemies, totally transcendental, totally transcendental. He is lying on the ground, naked, practically clothed. He is not duality of clothes, not clothes. In fact, the stool that was coming out of him, Bhagavatam talks about it, was like rose fragrance for miles. So Prabhupada said, don't imitate Rishabhadeva till he can produce a stool like that. So that Yudhishthira, okay, wait. In Jagannath, okay, Arun Gupta. Yes, okay, that's another way. That's arrangements are temporary. Arun Gupta, thank you. Now looking for personality which shows they are free from duality. Suresh Prabhuji, Yudhishthira, no father and Dhritarashtra. Oh yes, very interesting. After the war is over, now who was responsible for all the pain? Dhritarashtra. In fact, Dhritarashtra's word that, my dear children, you lost the gamble, go for Vanvasi, accepted on the word. But when he came back, Dhritarashtra did not give him the kingdom. So he should be, and actually Dhritarashtra is responsible for the whole thing. But after having got the kingdom, he had no animosity to Dhritarashtra. He rather placed him and respected him. The kind of respect he gave him, Duryodhana never gave that respect to Dhritarashtra. Duryodhana was just using Dhritarashtra, his father, just like many spoiled children do. They just use their parents. He was doing that. But he gave him love, affection, respect every day. He used to come in the morning and speak with sweet words. Bhagavatam records that. He used to say how do I say sorry to you? We were fatherless children. You gave shelter to us. And in reciprocation, I was such a cruel man. I killed all your children. Please forgive me. These were the words he used to speak. So sweet. Totally transcendental. So we see that behavior in Yudhishthira Maharaj. Supriti Mataji, why do you say Vibhishana? Can you explain? Vibhishana, what is that?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. During the Ramayana episode, Ravana was not at all caring for his Vibhishana. He was not given his kingdom, his thing, and he was always disturbing Vibhishana. So he went to the shelter of Lord Rama.
No, but where the duality, Vibhishana duality, free from duality? Okay, Ravana was insulted him and all this thing. He didn't take anything in his hand. Okay. Rishabhadeva we discussed. Yes. Shubham Patil, Yudhishthira Maharaj still did a mistake. Okay. He was not ready to accept the throne. Yes. Very good. Shri Ram paid obeisance to Kaikai. Same thing. Very nice. Rashmi, Ram paid obeisance to king, inspired of being sent to the forest. Yes, very nice. Okay. Chitraketu, that's we every day take. Example, Chitraketu was cursed by Mother Parvati to become a demon, and he didn't pay at all. He paid obeisance to Parvati, say I accepted. Anyway, this convenience, inconvenience come because of our own papa karma. It doesn't hold her responsible for that. Just pays obeisance, and actually by that there was a higher plan which he did not, well, Krishna knows, but nothing can happen without Krishna's control. So he's cursed. He didn't do anything wrong to be cursed, but he thought anyway, fine, because finally Krishna is in control, paid obeisance to Mother Parvati and accepted the curse. Amazing. Ambarish Maharaj, there is an attempt to kill him. He didn't feel anything bad. And then when the Durvasa Muni fell at his feet, he forgave him. And he never felt bad, so what is forgiving? And then he feasted him after the whole episode. Shows totally transcendental. Hema is saying it doesn't mean devotees should insult others. Yeah, you don't focus on others. You focus on yourself. Don't talk about others. You talk about, if you're getting hurt, means you are not on spiritual platform, you're on mental platform. You're still not advanced enough. Why you are getting disturbed? You meditate on yourself. It's not your business to analyze others. Your meditation is on your own self. Okay. Jada Bharata, very good. Shampita Mataji, Jada Bharata. Jada Bharata, he was very much mistreated by his other brothers. Obviously, they could not appreciate, even visually like that. And they used to keep him in the farm outside and give him some rotten grains to eat. He used to eat that, live. He was very stout and strong. And then, the dacoits caught him first to murder him. And they first feasted him very nicely. They wanted to make bali of him. So for him, eating good or not bad has nothing to do with it. He had a feast. He's silent. What is Lord's wish today? And then all of them surrounded him. They want to cut his neck. He was not having any fear. Totally transcendental, free from any duality. No duality of happiness and unhappiness. Now death is coming. Okay, what can I do? I'm surrounded. I can't do anything actually. So okay. And then Durga Devi protected him. That's okay. My God, this is the height of it. And then the king caught him. King's servants caught him to carry the palanquin. Imagine, he's sitting a Paramahamsa, he is to carry this idiot king. Okay, some karma, I have to carry this king. By carrying this king, some my karma will clear. And then king is shouting at him. It's okay, honor, dishonor. It's okay. He's not disturbed. Out of his own choice, he decided to instruct the king. Okay, you're telling me I'm fat, I'm thin, I'm this, I'm not this. I'm a spirit soul. He spoke so strongly. The king was shaken up. And being part of the Vedic culture, king appreciated that actually this person is totally, he could feel, just like people when they heard Srila Prabhupada, they could feel Prabhupada. We were hearing so many beautiful examples from Prithvi Prabhu, and that Prabhupada is totally transcendent. Yes, Ratnangadi, Hari Pradhan, Devidasi, very nice example of Narad Muni when Daksha cursed him. Narad Muni delivered the first batch of sons, 10,000, and instructed them, why you want to do so much tapasya to enter Grihastha ashram? Why not become sannyasi and go back to the spiritual world? So and then he saw another set of his sons, 1,000, again instructed them. In fact, the instruction of the first sons, he gave only one shloka. One shloka. My dear children, you don't know the real order of your father. That means real order is the Supreme Father. In this world, have you seen? There is a wheel which is rotating all the time, chakra which is rotating, which represents death, which is anyway going to come. What you are making big plans, There is a place where somebody entered, nobody comes back, that is death, gone means. So he's very nicely analyzing, very nicely gives one shloka, and all the 10,000 children, Aryashvas, they discuss, and they understand the meaning. Perfect. They are actually fools. They take sannyas. So Daksha, after 2 batch of his sons take sannyas. Second batch says, why don't you follow your elder brother? That's always wonderful. And they also say, oh, brother took sannyas, we'll also take sannyas. They also went out. And then Narad Muni, can imagine, is so transcendental. Daksha is roaring in anger. He knows that. But he is not bothered about that. He goes to deliver Daksha itself. Why not I deliver their father Daksha, and he lands him? Daksha curses him. You don't know, sometimes we get that curse. I am actually following dharma. You are an adharmi. And that's why he curses him, blasts him. And Narad Muni is not affected. And he says, the curse, you will not stay in a place for more than 3 days. Narad Muni said, okay, thank you. I accept the curse. Just imagine, somebody is cursing. And materialistic, compared to Narad Muni, very materialistic person. No ego, free from duality. Okay, I accept it. Even Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what happened once? He was cursed by a Brahmana because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whatever, instance. You will not have any material enjoyment. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, thank you very much. So that kind of Haridas Thakur beaten it went into marketplace, such a Namacharya. Did he say, you are beating me, you know who am I? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, I am Namacharya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, come now. He could have called him. Show your Sudarshana. No. Okay, honor, dishonor is not cared. Yes, very good. Indra cursed as a pig and Narada Ratnangadi. Arjuna accepted curse from Apsara Urvashi. This is Vipin Vilas Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Okay. Haridas Thakur beaten Lakshmana, Natvara, Lakshmana. Where is our Natvara? Hey Natvara, I invited all your colleagues for temple inauguration. हाँ? आपको इनवाइट करने की जरूरत नहीं है शायद, है ना? सबको बता दिया, एक एक को फोन करके बोल दिया, निखिल को, सबको बोल दिया. ये क्या है? ओके, सॉरी. नटवरा, ये लक्ष्मण का क्या बोल रहे हो?
यस, हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. प्रभु जी, लक्ष्मण जी जब वनवास में थे तो एक बार जब मतलब वो राम जी हिरण को पकड़ने के लिए जाते हैं तो माता सीता उनको कहती है कि तुम जाओ राम को बचाने के लिए. तो वहाँ पे माता सीता लक्ष्मण जी को एक बार मतलब ऐसा कटु शब्द बोलती हैं जिनसे उनको हर्ट होता है, लेकिन फिर भी वो धर्म को पालन करते हुए लक्ष्मण रेखा को उस समय लगा करके और वो जाते हैं राम को ढूंढने के लिए.
Okay, correct. Yes, Mother Sita, that is past time. Mother Sita is Lakshmi. That is all past time. Narad Muni when Daksha cursed Vidura to Duryodhana. Yes. Who is this person? Prafulla, you are giving me so many. Vidura to Duryodhana, yes. Vidura was insulted at Duryodhana. He was enjoying hearing Maitreya. There's nothing in his heart. I've been insulted. No, he's enjoying hearing Uddhava, Maitreya. He's enjoying. Ambarish Durvasa Muni, yes. Guru Maharaj is so much suffering in the bodily platform. He was telling, I'm so happy actually. Body is a wreck. Sanatan Goswami gave Chintamani to the Brahmana. Yes, totally transcendental. Yes, Narada cursed by Daksha, Prahlad Maharaj, yes, total. Draupadi forgave Ashwatthama, Madhusoni, yes, wonderful. Suresh Kumar, Devaki Vasudev forgave, yes. Kamsa, when Durga Devi appeared, at that time she shouted at Kamsa, why you are so cruel to your sister? And Kamsa was shaken up actually. He could not kill that child, instead he became a huge Devi and blasted him. He got scared, shooken up. He fell at the feet of Vasudev Devaki. I'm sorry, the tears in his eyes. And they forgive him because they are transcendent. Okay. So many good examples we have actually where we can understand that the devotees are actually, as we advance, see, this is not easy. This is easy to speak. As we advance spiritually, and that's why the devotees very easily forget. Very easily the devotees are very easily, uh, they don't keep anything in the heart. Sometimes it does happen as sadhakas, as we are in the world of duality. Very interesting thing I tell you, sometimes when the great sannyasis, even in ISKCON, they take, or doing devotees, particularly doing service of Guru, when they take prasadam, it is to be distributed among the devotees, that Mahaprasad. And people will say, no, give me the paneer sabji. Somebody say, no, give me that rabadi. So what the devotee will do, because they'll fight, you give me that, he'll mix everything into one lump. Now take. So it should be honored in that way. The idea is that we should not put material differentiation when coming to the spiritual platform. We should not put it. Okay? Rather, we should have an attitude that not to put on material ideas. Spiritual means spiritual. It is totally not I like that prasadam, I don't like that prasadam. We don't think it. Yeah? We have proper order. Okay, now what is the time now? 9:12. Already we have crossed the time. Thank you. Somebody has any question? Yes, Manushi, what do you wanted to add or ask?
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. I just wanted to ask a question that if somebody is in a very transcendental platform and I do something wrong towards him, he forgives me, but that karma of mine will stay with me and I have to pay for it. Isn't it, Prabhuji?
Yeah,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
will not forgive. Krishna will not forgive. Can you speak something bad about Hanuman? Hanumanji will forgive. He is a great heart, Vaishnava. Lord Rama will not forgive.
Yes, Prabhuji.
We should not offend him.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Why put our hand in fire? Foolishness.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Correct? See, always we should know our life is dedicated to glorify Krishna, dedicated to glorify Krishna's devotees. Correct? Devotees of the Lord are very fortunate. They have been blessed. They are doing glorious work of distributing the holy name. There is only award and reward for it. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yes, very nice example. Nityananda Prabhu used to go home to home and fall at the feet of people. Haridas Thakur Nityananda Prabhu. And please chant Hare Krishna. Even Madhai, when he gets angry, takes a pot and throws on the head of Nityananda Prabhu. Blood comes out. Just imagine Nityananda Prabhu is Balaramji. He can call his flow what like he did, whole earth he can throw. But he says so humbly. That example is given when, but at the mood of Balaramji, Balaramji killed Romaharshana Suta with the grass. And Nityananda Prabhu, the same grass he puts in his mouth and falls the feet of people. Please chant Hare Krishna. Please chant Hare Krishna. Why? He's on a spiritual platform. Total spiritual platform. How can Haridas Thakur, Brahmaji, how can Nityananda Prabhu, Balaramji fall at the feet of people? Say, please chant. And even when somebody breaks your head, blood is coming, please chant Hare Krishna. That's all okay. Duality of honor, dishonor, pain, pleasure, out of it. Please chant. Amazing. And in fact, that is what touched finally the Haridas, this Jagai Madai, and they became devotees. So as devotees, to conclude as devotees, we should be on a spiritual platform by chanting the holy name of the Lord. And more, in fact, it is said a shloka in Bhagavad Gita, Yesham tu antagatam papam, jananam punya karmana. So how do you come to the spiritual platform? Antagatam papam. We should not even think about doing sinful activity. Antagatam. Jananam punya karmana. Birth after birth. Janana means birth after birth, only doing pious activities. Okay? They, only such people. Dvanda moha nirmukta. They become free from all dvanda. And bhajante mam dhridavrataha. You can serve Krishna with great determination. You sit down to chant Hare Krishna, oh, I'm feeling sleepy. So you getting affected. But you're saying, no, let us finish my rounds. Sometimes you feel it is hot, sometimes the weather is very hot, it's cold. So we get affected. So more we are determined, the less we are affected with the dualities. Now we cannot imitate Parikshit Maharaj. He didn't eat for 7 days. He's hearing Krishna Katha. Totally transcendent. We will say after some time, some water at least I can have, some fruits at least. No. So he is a total spiritual platform when he's hearing Bhagavad. Shukdev Goswami is also speaking Bhagavatam with so much nectar. He did not think about eating. Totally spiritual platform. Therefore, Prabhupada says spiritual platform means no eating, no sleeping, no mating, no defending. That is a spiritual, because these things do not happen in the spiritual world. There is no eating there, there is no sleeping there, there is no mating there, no defending there. This don't happen. So more the devotee comes to spiritual platform, he becomes indifferent to that. But not that, so we don't stop eating and all. Don't imitate. Like the Goswamis, don't imitate them. You're hardly eating, hardly sleeping. And forget about mating, defending. You see Srila Prabhupada, hardly eating, hardly sleeping. So, but now, as an example, what we have been taught, let us do, because we are conditioned souls. We should eat, Prabhupada said, sumptuously you should eat, so that you have enough energy to serve the Lord whole day. Not imitate Raghunath Das Goswami. No, don't do that. He is transcendental. We are not transcendental. Let us, act at our own platform. Okay? So let us be on our platform, but we should respect this great acharyas and great personalities of free from dualities. So we should behave at our level. But as an inspiration, try to know that as you advance, what beautiful status you have. Okay, thank you so much everybody. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhu eva cha patita naam pavanebhyo Vaishnava Anant Koti Vaishnava ki jai.